so her profit margin is essentially 7.5%. That's really low. And like I said, Amazon's average is 20%, which in this case would be, this is what you would be making if this was FBA sales. And that's on the low end. So you'd be making 5.8K. Are you really making money on Amazon FBA? Just because you're doing fulfilled by Amazon doesn't mean you're profitable, or maybe you are slightly profitable, but it could really get better, okay? Let's take a look at this video and what I have to say about the cha-ching. Hey, it's me, Karina. Welcome back to my Amazon FBA YouTube channel. Hello. Today we're going to be breaking down some Amazon profits. I stumbled upon this very interesting article and I just want to read it to you. You know, we can explore it together from another person that sells on Amazon. We can kind of compare and contrast, do some profit analysis. If you're looking to get into Amazon FBA and you know, you're feeling skepticism and you're seeing kind of these types of articles out there, let's just look at this. It's a little bit interesting. So this one is how a third-party Amazon seller does money. What is this? Let's read this. So Sarah, okay, let's see what Sarah does as a third-party seller. So here she says, I source products locally and online that are selling for lower. I buy them, prep them for sale, and send them into Amazon warehouse all over the country for them to be sold and fulfilled by Amazon. So this is clearly the FBA business model. However, it is not the private label business model. This is what is something called a retail arbitrage. And I guess we can compare the two models and see which one actually does better, okay? So here are her expenses right here. She breaks it down with the revenue from sales. She's making about 29K of revenue a month by selling whatever item she is selling. So essentially how this works is she goes into, let's say, Walmart, Target, CVS, all of these big retailers, and she pretty much probably goes to like the sales section. She gets the items off of sales, she scans them with her Amazon app, and then she sees how much they're selling for on Amazon. She goes on to that listing, puts her product on, ships it into Amazon, and Amazon ships it out to the person, and she lists the price for higher than she bought it. So that's how you make profit. So that's that. Her revenue is $29,000, not to be confused with profit. That looks like a great number, but it's not the reality. With Amazon sales, you see revenue numbers, that doesn't mean profit. Keep in mind that private label Amazon FBA profit margins are average 20%. Now that doesn't mean every single product is 20% profit margin. That's actually lowballing it. If you're doing it the premium way, which is the way I teach, where you kind of go the extra mile to make your product stand out, to add more value, you can expect higher profit margin percentages. And the reason for the aim for that is because we are spending money on PPC ads, which this she doesn't have to do because she's doing retail arbitrage. So she doesn't have to spend money on PPC ads as we do, but if we're doing it correctly, that should bring in more money because we're looking for markets that are profitable, obviously, and that have high demand. So she has the returns from customers. She has obviously how much money she had to spend in order to get the inventory. There's the Amazon fees. That's kind of high. It's a lot. Okay, technology and business expenses. I feel like this should be a one-time fee, not recurring for the most part. Payroll, taxes. Okay, so we can pretty much eliminate this or decrease it in the private label business model. That's one thing. Okay, so let's do some calculations with the profit. If we take 29,000 and subtract her returns, we subtract her cost of goods over 10K, we subtract the Amazon fees, we subtract the other expenses and the payroll, which we don't have. Let's see. And then also the taxes, which depending on the state and wherever you live is different. Hold on, let me do that again, okay? What's the final number? Ouch. Ouch. Ooh, that doesn't look good. That does not look good. $2,110. All that work. Okay, I didn't even need to do the estimations. It's literally right here in the article, $2,200. But that's because I reinvest a lot of my profits back into my business. Okay, I just finished up the numbers for November, which is typically one of my best months of the year. Okay, so these are November numbers, okay? Because everyone's selling well. First thing I gotta say, it's great to reinvest back into your Amazon business. That's what I do too. I think it's great to take a smaller salary and then reinvest into your business. However, this is very little profit, okay? This is very, for all the work of literally, because think of this, this is not reoccurring revenue, okay? This is not something where you actually go and source a product and this is all I have to do to reorder my inventory. I have WeChat opened right there. Can you see the little WeChat bubble right here? I go to any supplier that I have added on there and I type, hey, can I order X amount of units? What's the lead time? Send me an invoice. They send me a link. I click the link. I send the money. Boom. I wait, okay? Maybe I have to send one more email to my forwarder. Some of the factories actually fulfill it for me and they have their own freight forwarders that deal with it. Sometimes I send a second message to my forwarder and she takes care of the shipping and I pay her an invoice. Probably takes about 5 minutes to do the whole transaction, and then every month I can have the same number, so give or take. This, you literally physically have to go every single month into stores. Let's say that these deals are different, right? Like one month something's selling well, another month it's not. November is different. December, these are crazy numbers. Sales can even 3x, so maybe regularly she's making 10K. That's a lot of work for only $2,000 something a month. Okay, if she reinvested the time into doing private label, she would make a lot more money, because it's literally physical labor. Essentially, with this business model of like retail arbitrage, you're giving yourself a whole nother job. It's not remote, it's not anything. If you scroll down, okay, she's saying, I quickly like read through this, and she has a staff that she pays like $12 an hour to like pack and get ready these things to ship to Amazon. That's, I mean, in America, you know, the minimum wage can't be like a substantial amount, and if she has someone helping her, that's another like payroll right here. That's a big amount. You can completely eliminate this if you're doing Amazon FBA. So even if you add this number to your number, to her number of 2,110 that she's making, now this is starting to look more like it, okay? $4,660. That's better. Even the first number is good, but not at the expense of running around. And it's very hard to scale this type of model. You're gonna need more hands on deck. And if you take a vacation or go somewhere, you literally cannot keep the business running, because who's gonna go out there trying to look for new products for you? Nobody is, okay? You're the one who has to do this. You're the one who's in your basement packing this stuff up and sending it to Amazon. With the opportunities available in 2020 right now, there's no reason. There's literally no reason why you should be doing that. I mean, honestly, let's just divide this. I'm curious the percentage. Okay, so her profit margin is essentially 7.5%. That's really low. And like I said, Amazon's average is 20%, which in this case would be, this is what you would be making if this was FBA sales. And that's on the low end. So you'd be making 5.8K as opposed to a 7% profit margin. Plus you're growing it. You can look for other products. You can reinvest this back into your business, and you're not running around trying to look for deals and sales. This business model, this is good if you have some stuff around your house that you want to sell. You know, you want to make some extra money, but I don't understand how in 2020 it is enticing to be running around Walmarts, Targets, CVS's, buying stuff for cheap, carrying it back to your house, peeling off the sales stickers, paying someone else $12 an hour, which is like half of your salary, to be packaging them and sending them to Amazon, when there's literally no reason to do it. You can just find markets that have demand and a slightly lower competition where you can improve in, have your supplier do all that, ship it into Amazon, have Amazon pack it. And especially she's doing it FBA, so she's not even like doing FBM, she's not doing it fulfilled by merchant. So Amazon is also taking a referral fee and a shipping and packing fee, which like to me defeats the entire purpose of leveraging this business model. So honestly, if you're thinking about like Amazon and FBA, there's different ways of FBA. I definitely don't suggest this retail arbitrage model. I definitely suggest the private label model. There's just so many more profits and ways of expansion that I could go. You don't have to be being a slave. You literally have another job if you do this. With FBA, it's all a computer. All you need is a laptop. That's literally all you need. And that's what I recommend. If you want more information about Amazon FBA, how to start it, what to do, I have everything linked below. I have playlists about it, explaining it. I highly suggest you look into it, and I hope that this was entertaining to kind of compare and contrast. Let me know your let me know your thoughts down below, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you next time.